Very good morning, friends. So let's start today's top news. First, we'll talk about the US markets and global markets. And US market had a very strong recovery yesterday. Both Nasdaq and Dow Jones are up. Nasdaq was up by almost 300 points and Dow Jones by almost 500 points. The reason was simple that the data related to retail sales was very good there. And also there is an indication, and economists think that due to slower economy now, actually the pace of recovery is slowing down, and because of that, there is a chances that Fed does not increase hike rate. Basically, from here onwards, basically they do not increase rates more than one point. Reason is that 50 basis point is June they are planning, in July 0.50 basis point they are planning. More than it, they may not rise, and because the thing is now economy slow down, and when the economy slow down, inflation curve comes down, and there are chances that they may not increase it faster. And also there are chances that US economy will not go to recession. Now this is a big plus point, correct? And that is why yesterday there was a global rally, and mostly in the US, and we are also following up currently in as is Nifty. By the time I'm recording this video is around 90.8 points up. US yield is around 2.75%. Now it is stable at that level. The reason is simple. Now, as the equity sold off, no, there was a adding pressure in the US yield. Okay, that's why it has cooled down, and 2.75% is a comfortable rate compared to 3 which was there earlier. Now, dollar index is coming down. Basically, it is around 101.6. The reason is simple. US dollar is getting weaker against other currencies, that is European, even against India also slowly gradually it is weakening. Reason is simple. As I told you that forecast is that US economy may slow down is helping the dollar index to cool off, and hope it goes below 100 because that is a very important level. Not 100 but around 95. It's a very important level for India. Reason is simple that if the dollar index is lower, then there are chances that FII money may come back, because still the dollar index remains stronger. No, FII will go back because currently the yield which the US is getting also now getting attractive. So they may get out from the other countries, and they may go to safe havens like their own US Treasury bonds basically. And see, if you see from last October till now, FI sold around 2 lakh crore rupees. Correct. Now 2 lakh crore is a big amount. But because there was such a good buying from domestic front, this was completely bought out by the domestic institution and retailers. And the reason is simple, that even the domestic institution and retail are putting money because they have no other source. Now currently FDs are giving around 5%, and other instruments are not going such an attractive return. That's why they are coming into equity, and hopefully this flow will always remain strong, because yesterday also around FI sold around 1600 crores, high DI bought around 2900 crores. Now that shows every time US is selling, sorry, FIS is selling, however DI is buying. Now this is what currently such a good inflow is there from the retail side and from the domestic institution side. Now, domestic institution includes all the insurance corporation, institution, and also the mutual funds. So big money is coming from that one. Now, talking about BPCL, now the government has actually not doing disinvestment in BPCL. They announced yesterday because there was only one bidder left, and one bidder was nothing but the Vedanta. Now Vedanta was only left other to actually back out. The reason was simple: the global economy is not doing good, correct, and the energy prices are so high, and all these reasons were there. That's why the two other bidders were backed out, and the only Vedanta left, and that is why now government had no choice to carry on this bidding process, because only one bidder is there. They cannot give an award correct to them. So that's why BPCL disinvestment is not going to. However, that's a PT, because from last 3 years, 2.5 years, we are listening about the same DC investment, but they are not able to do it, and there were so many reasons, political reason, and even of course this global crisis also Because of that also these are not gone through. But actually that is pity that it has not gone through. But if you do have gone through, now it would have been a very good sign for the government also and for the Indian economy also, that they are ready to change. They are ready to convert their public sector into private sector. Let's see, because Modi always used to say, no, they want to convert, they have no business in remaining in the business of business, correct? That was his dialogue. So basically, everyone wants that government should get out from the public sector and private company should enter, because then only the operation efficiency and profitability of the public company will increase. So let's see. Now, talking about the result, Hindalco results were very good. Profit was double at around 2851 crores. And the great growth was due to, that no, actually the metal prices are going up, commodity prices are going up, and also there was a strong demand. So this was the reason now Hindalco shown a very good profit. At this level also Hindalco is at a good level, but the problem is no, that in this metal industry everything, if the government wants to tame inflation, there will be some rules and regulation the way they have bought taxation for steel. Now that is a concern which investor had, that if same thing happens in copper also, then Hindalco will be in a problem. So that's why that may keep a tap on the upper side limit for the Hindalco stock prices. But yes, the prices are sorry, the result was very good. Let's see what happens to that stock. Now talking about page industry shown a 65% jump in the net profit around 190 crore. Bharat Dynamics also shown an improvement of 1.5% to rupees 2644 crore rupees, that net profit jump. And ONGC is going to invest around 31,000 crore in the oil exploration field to explore more oil, because you also know that we are mostly depend on the import. On 80 to 90% is through import. Our oil basically demand is being covered. Now that is why we have to explore more and more. That's why ONGC is putting more investment to explore more oil fields and everything. Hopefully, let's see, some output may come from that side. Otherwise, our dependence will always remain high on the global supply. Talking about oil and everything, now automobiles is coming in the good space. Reason was simple, that oil prices, there was a cut in the cess, as you know, by 8 to 9 rupees by the central government. Also, the export duty on the steel were levied, so the even the metal prices goes down. So that's why the supply chain, that's why the raw material benefit is on the automobile side. Now, the talking about automobiles, because of inflation, there is a lower demand on the two-wheelers and that segment. However, passenger vehicles, there is a supply chain bottleneck because of semiconductor issue. Of course, that issue is going to resolve in next few months, but that is why there is a less demand on that front. Talking about passenger vehicles and all, yes, demand is there, but not so great. But however, the greater demand is there on the commercial vehicle side. So overall, automobile then also it's at a good space. Of course, the whole industry is going for a big change, because electric vehicles are coming, and every company has to deal with this transformation. Most of the company are is in line. Talking about if you say Tata Motors, M&M or TVS Motor, most of them are there, but Maruti is little bit slow in this part, but now they are catching up. But they have to do something. The reason is simple. Electric vehicles are going to come in next 2 years, but so they have to transform all their technology according to the new technology. They are taking lot of, and of course, government is actually not actually, they are inviting Tesla, but Tesla is not coming. The reason is simple. No, government duties and charges are on the higher side, so that is why they are not coming to India. So basically, currently, because of all the steps which government has taken, automobile is in good space, and let's see how they go from here. But we have to be very careful in selecting automobile stocks. However, my recommendation will be that if you are going for a small vehicles, like two-wheelers basically, then you can go for TVS Motor. For passenger vehicles, you can go for Ashok Leyland. Even for mid-end commercial vehicle, you can go for M&M. Okay, and for the TVS and Tata Motors also for the passenger vehicle. So these are few of the recommendation I suggest that you can go for it. And overall commercial vehicle will do well. Ashok Leyland we came out with a result and it was a very good result, and they are telling that of course there is a basically bull run going to happen in commercial vehicle in next coming few years. So that's why Ashok Leyland is also very good pick at current level. You can go for it. So this was the news for today, guys. Hope you are having a good knowledge and you are getting good knowledge. And hope you are liking my videos. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see you soon tomorrow. Thank you.